So my last couple of videos have been a lot more detail orientated and a lot more informative and boring, honestly. So in this video, I want to do something a little bit more exciting, a little bit more cool. I'm going to be doing an LED conversion on every single one of my lights. I already have the headlights, but I'm going to be doing the turn signals, possibly the interior, and then I will be doing the rear lights with the turn signals, the brakes, and the backup light. You have no idea how good it is to finally have this car back on the road. I miss this thing so much, but it's been driving really good. I'm super happy about how it turned out. Before I actually do all the lights, I kind of want to do a before. So right now, this is what the side markers look like. They're super dim and they don't look good at all. These are my headlights. They look kind of yellowish on camera, but they are definitely white. They're very bright, but I do need to adjust them up. They're a little bit too far down. There's my other side marker light. And then here are the driving lights for the rear. Those are not bright at all. I mean, they're definitely better at dark, but I don't like how they are right now. Then this is how bright my blinkers are right now in the front. And then in the rear, they look like that. See, nothing is really that bright at all anywhere around this. So honestly, for my safety too, I want to upgrade all these lights and make them look a lot better, shine a lot brighter, and hopefully fill in those lenses a little bit more. First things first, I'm going to do the easy thing, and I'm going to do the side marker here. All you need to do is unplug that connector and then twist this bulb out and put in the new bulb. And if you want to do this for your Lexus LS400 too, I'll put up a list here. This is all the correct sizes for a 1991 Lexus LS400. I'm not sure how it goes up to the next generations, but this is a size list for mine. It'll ensure that you can just plug and play and you won't have any problems with that. Now it's just as simple as taking out the old bulb and putting in the new one. I turn them on just to make sure that they worked with this, and they are way brighter than the other side. Look at this. And then look at that. Yeah, I'm definitely happy with that, for sure. This bulb looks super burnt, so I'm definitely glad I'm replacing that one. I'm still waiting on a couple more parts before I can start putting in some more bulbs, but I might try to put in this reverse light. Everything else is, I'm still gonna be waiting for a relay, because if you don't install a relay or a new one for LEDs, then your blinker will blink rapidly because it takes a lot less of a charge or voltage. I don't know the correct term for it, but there needs to be more load on the wire so that the car can recognize that there's a normal amount of power being drawn, so it doesn't blink rapidly when you're trying to turn. So I'll be waiting for that relay before I start installing my blinkers. I'm going to start my car and put it in reverse so I can see how bright the reverse light is. So before I do that though, here's a little bit of a cold start. I'm going to set it on top of my exhaust. The car is now in reverse, and that's how bright the reverse lights are right now. They don't look too bad, but they don't shine very much, and I'm trying to get them a lot brighter, especially because of my tinted windows. I need to be able to see a lot more when going backwards. Taking apart these rear lights are pretty simple too. All you need to do is open up the trunk and take off that screw there and that screw there, and then it will droop open like this, and you can just pull it down and pull the bulbs out and put in new ones. You can see this is my running light. That is extremely dim, and I think replacing that will make a humongous difference. I still haven't done the tail lights yet. Those are still coming in, but I did the reverse lights. That's what you're looking at now. I just got off work and all of my bulbs finally came in, including my relay for my blinker. It is currently like, I don't know, 20 degrees outside, but I think I'm just gonna try to tough it out so I can get these done. Looking at the car, I couldn't really figure out how to take off the taillight, but apparently it's pretty simple. I don't know, maybe I'm just dumb. I didn't see those two bolts that were going into the side there, but it shouldn't be too bad. Okay, I figured it out. The bolts are not right here. The bolts are actually in there. It's those two sitting right there. So what I had to do was I had to take out, this is looking at the other side, I had to take out this clip, just pull it out. It's one of these. Just pull out the clip, this plastic piece just lifts off, and then you can peel back this inner liner, and you should be able to get to those 2 bolts. That was such a pain in the butt to take those bulbs out. I think they were just frozen to it. I had to get a heat gun out before I could actually take them out. And I broke a little bit of a tab off there trying to twist it, but now it came off. It just required a little bit of melting. It is way too cold out here. So I was looking at the manual again, and I'm trying to figure out where the turn signal flasher relay is, and that is E. I wasn't really sure what it meant by junction blocks A, junction block B, which is number 1, and then there's a second one, and this one's under the hood. This one's underneath the dash, right underneath the steering wheel. And there's A, and there's B. So I guess there's 2 sides to it, and A is not accessible at all. I don't know how to get to it, but A is what I need to get to, because on junction block A, the flasher is right there. So I need to somehow get it flipped over and get to the back so I can replace it. This is gonna be such a bit, especially in this cold. Wow. I really don't know why I did this. This is terrible. There's a bolt right there that I took out already. I'm underneath right now, and I think I gotta take out those 2 over there on that bracket to take this out to get behind it. I thought maybe I had to take that out and disconnect that connector, but I could not. I just kept loosening it and nothing was happening, so I don't know. Yeah, this is pretty awful. This is probably top 10 worst things I've ever done, especially in this cold, and it's starting to get dark out, so I probably won't even finish tonight, not gonna lie. Whew. Nice. Also, sorry about all the people talking in the background. My sister is ranting about whatever. So I'm looking at the replacement of relays, and I can't actually take the box out and take the fuses out. So what I gotta do is remove like every single panel. I don't know what exactly they're talking about. I've even referred to the page they're talking about. I will just have to basically droop it down, and then from there reach up over top and remove the relay and then install a new one. So this is gonna absolutely suck nuts. That's all I can say. But if you guys want the instructions, here you go. You can just pause the video. Alright, I came back out here. I took off this other cover right here. All it was 4 bolts in the corner. And then I took off this air duct that went up right in there. And now I should be able to take off that last bolt there, and all this should just droop down, and I should be able to replace the relay finally. I did not think it was going to be this much of a pain in the ass. Now referring back to the manual, looking at this is the turn flasher relay, and looking at it from inside the car, here are the 2 bolts that I just took out. So it's going to be in the back right. So I've been absolutely fighting this. I did not think it would be this difficult at all. This relay, too big. Got a new relay that is supposed to be for LED. Does not work at all. I had to tear this part from, it was connected to that, and I took it off so I could actually access it because we pulled out that metal tab in there. My entire under thing is completely torn apart. Absolute pain in the ass. But still haven't figured anything out yet, because this just flat out doesn't do anything. I don't know if I burnt it out on accident. This still works. This thing's too big. I don't know. I'm still figuring stuff out. I'll get back when I hopefully do figure something out. Alright, after about 15 relays later, I finally found one that will work. And this is one that is just off the shelf out of O'Reilly's. It is an EP34 2 to 6 lamps LED flasher relay. And this is definitely the one that you want. The other ones did not work at all. And I don't really know exactly why. They all have the same prongs. They all went in there. They're the same. They're for LED flashers. This is the stock Toyota one. This one still works just fine. And these are the other ones that I got. I got this one online, ended up being too fat. It might have worked, I don't know. These two right here were from also O'Reilly's. This one was from Napa, and neither of them worked. I don't really know why, but after doing some more reading and figuring it out, this is the one that you want, and it works just fine. I'll put it back in and put my interior back together, and I'll show you guys how it looks. There it is. The LEDs are installed. That is way, 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 way brighter. It is actually filling up the entire lens, which I really, really like. And this is the front. And let's move around over to the back. And here are the flashers in the back. It is actually, it's not hyper flashing anymore, which I really like, but not only for my own safety, and it's for looks as well. I think it looks way, way better, but it's way brighter now. I'm super, super happy with it. It was a lot more of a pain in the butt than I thought it was gonna be, because my entire interior is completely torn apart and it's super, super difficult to just get to that flasher relay. But we got it figured out. The only thing that I'm not really too happy about is that light will forever be on now, that blinker light. So I guess, I don't know, whatever. Whatever, I guess. It looks way, way better anyways. So one other thing that I'll also be doing that legit just now came in the mail is all these interior lights. I'm gonna be replacing all of them inside of my Lexus, and since the interior is already torn apart, I'll just do it as I go. I think it'll make the interior a lot brighter and look a lot better, and there's already a bunch of bulbs that are burnt out, so this should be pretty sweet and make everything look good. I won't show it before, but I can start showing afterwards, and I think it'll be pretty obvious regardless of if you see the before or not. All right, we got every single LED light put in here, at least all the important ones. There are still some missing, but the kit just didn't have it. And then one other thing that we also found out is that these corner lights on mine were completely out on both sides. So now I got those going, and it looks a lot better. LEDs all around, LED headlights, LED strip, LED side markers, LED other side markers. Then the rears also has LEDs.
Perfect.